I want to speak with you about subconscious rewiring, working with your limiting beliefs, and why I work so much on this level on myself and with my clients. You may have heard that 95% of your reality is created by your beliefs. And how does this happen? So, when we're born, we are basically pure awareness. We haven't been influenced by any thought, any experience yet. And between the age of 0 and 7, it is said that most of our subconscious and our subconscious beliefs have been formed. We've been formed and programmed by our society, by our friends, our parents, and everything that we observe around us, basically. And this is a healthy process because it's what teaches us how to operate in this reality. It's a way of programming that makes us all able to function together in a harmonious way, preferably. We do have a lot of disharmony on the planet, but the reason that we are programmed in this way, and we can be programmed in this way, is so that we can function in the world. The problem is we do also get a lot of negative programming that just doesn't serve us. So if your parents were telling you that you're dumb, that you're ugly, that you're never going to achieve anything in your life when you were growing up, then that gets imprinted in you, and that same thought process is going to go and repeat in your subconscious, and then that's going to manifest itself in your reality. And a lot of people, work on the conscious and do affirmations, and they can work, but it's just the icing on the cake. It doesn't change the core foundation of your operating system. It's like painting an old computer pink or with gold. It's still an old computer that doesn't function very well. So it's best to go straight to the core, straight to the root of the subconscious beliefs and change them, take them out, which is possible, and install a new one. So as you grow up, from when you're a child, you are just soaking up all of this information everywhere. So if your parents were arguing about money and that money is always tight and we have to save, and you spend too much on this or you spend too much on that, or this is too expensive, then you are getting programmed with money is tight and this and this and this is expensive. As opposed to if you grow up with parents who manage their finances really well, who know how to spend, with a rational mind, but also have an abundance mindset, then you're going to grow up more comfortable with money. You're going to have a different perspective of money instead of money is always tight and it's difficult to get a hold of. So that's just one example of a lot of different ways that we get programmed. There's so many ways that we get programmed, and some programming we want to keep. Of course, there's a lot of positive programming, but there's programming that just doesn't serve us. So if you have limiting beliefs about how you look, about how you feel about yourself, your sense of confidence, what you deserve in life, if you deserve love, true unconditional love, that you deserve money in abundance, that you deserve to travel, that you deserve to have the life of you want, your belief in yourself as a person and your capabilities. If you have limiting beliefs around this is really going to hold you back. And you can make affirmations all day as you want, but if you don't get rid of the limiting belief, then nothing's going to change. And the thing about this that's a little bit tricky is most of the time we don't actually know what limiting beliefs or which limiting beliefs we have. Sometimes people even bypass themselves a little bit, thinking, no, I'm a very confident person and I'm a very this and that person, and actually deep down they're not. There's a cover-up for an insecurity. So in order to figure out your limiting beliefs, a really, really good tool for that is kinesiology. I have a video on how to use kinesiology, which is muscle testing. So you muscle test with your body which beliefs that you have, because your body always knows truth. Your mind can lie, but your body always knows what is true and what is not. It's been scientifically proven plenty of times. It's a thing. It works. So you can start to practice how to muscle test, and then you can start to practice testing for yourself which beliefs you have. You can test, I am worthy of money. You can test, I'm worthy of love. You can test, I have great confidence. You can test, it's thousands, millions of things about yourself. And I recommend starting to test in an area where you find the most limitation, where you're most frustrated, where you find the most repeating patterns and loops, because that's the subconscious keeping on playing itself out. And the way that is so incredible working with the subconscious is because the universe is mental. This world is a mental based universe. And 95% of our reality is dictated by our beliefs, our thought patterns. And the belief is just a thought that keeps repeating itself. It's the soundtrack in the background, all of our subconscious beliefs. It's not the thing that you're actively engaged in. If you're sitting in a cafe with a person, you are engaged in conversation, you're not so much paying attention to the music in the background. It's there, but you're paying attention to something else. So you want to change that. You want to change that so that it's not annoying and so that it's not bothersome, so that it doesn't create pain. But to have a good soundtrack going on that can play your life out. And the awesome thing about subconscious rewiring is that reality, the universe, has no other option but to adapt itself and reflect back to you your new beliefs. This is why some people just have really good luck. This is why some people just make a lot of money no matter what they do. And it's just embedded in their belief system. This is why Jesus was so powerful. You have the power of belief. So which beliefs do you have? Because they will dictate your reality. So if you see a repeating pattern in your life that's negative, a loophole that you just can't get out of, most likely there's a limiting belief holding you stuck in that pattern. And what I do in my sessions with my clients with the power method is I use a channeled method to actually access the subconscious, because we can't just access the subconscious by doing nothing. It's a channeled meditation where we access the subconscious, and I use the channeled method to remove the limiting beliefs. And for those clients who are super eager in wanting to understand and learn the subconscious and do this on themselves, I teach them the method as well. So you need to get into the subconscious and actually remove the limiting belief. And you can't change the subconscious with your conscious. You gotta go into the subconscious and go into a theta brainwave state and know how to directly influence the beliefs. And sometimes the beliefs, I see them as little entities. They have an energetic form. They're alive. They exist for a reason. They're either there to protect you, most of the time to protect you, to have you develop certain virtues. Even though some limiting beliefs are negative in nature, you have learned a lot from having them. Maybe you've become more humble, maybe you've become more generous, maybe you've become more kind and compassionate. So there's a lot of karmic cycles and loops that you can learn a lot from by understanding your limiting beliefs. And once you do that, it's much easier to release them and replace them with positive ones. Because once you learn and understand the limitation that's been in place, then it's marked as complete. It can be let go of. So the healing journey around this is also super fascinating, and the change that can happen can be so rapid and really fast. So you have to be really ready for transformation, for growth, for expansion when you start working with the subconscious. So if this sparked an interest in you, if you're curious, I do have free downloads on my website, free activations, free clearings of money blocks, love blocks, confidence blocks, higher self activations, where you can experience subconscious rewiring, get a taster of it, and feel your subconscious being worked on actively. So go check out the free resources. There's plenty of them. Tell me how it went for you. Tell me what your experience was like. Leave any comments below, any questions you have about subconscious rewiring. I'm happy to make more videos about this in any way that I can support you. And I will see you in the next video.